Hi and welcome to today's episode of Spotlight. Today we will be spotlighting on horror movies. Personally, I don't like horror movies. But I know there's a lot of people who do. But what is it about this genre that sucks us in so much? Basically, they're preying on basic human needs and the need for information. Because horror movies are really only ever about one thing. Death! As advanced a civilization and species as we are, there's not a great deal we actually know about death. I mean, we know what happens when someone drowns or gets shot or has a heart attack. But what happens after that? Well, it's pretty much a giant question mark. But this question that the human race cannot answer, this is what horror movies plague on, and horror in general. The prospect of what happens around the subject of death, as of yet that we don't understand. There are many different types, but the main basic types are the human ones and the non-human ones. For example, the human ones would be something as simple as a serial killer, someone who kills for the fun of it. A serial killer! Next! Or something from beyond the grave. This can range from ghosts to zombies and even to vampires. But you have to admit that the genre has become pretty much watered down since the end of the John Carpenter and Stephen King era. I mean, The Shining, Cujo... Both their names have become synonymous with the genre of horror. But what I mean by watered down is because all these great ideas have already been done, everything is pretty much the same. It's either option 1, oh no, my car has broken down. Wait, what is that over there? A creepy old abandoned house. I shall go in, alone, and look for help. Or option 2. Here we are in the middle of nowhere. We are perfectly safe. Oh no, who's that? But pretty much every good horror idea has already been done, so you can't blame them for a bit of repetition. But some of the actors they get, God, where do they get these people? Please don't kill me! Please! Do you reckon that looks real enough? I'm bleeding! Give me a break! Tomato. Okay, so there's 2 other things that I've noticed about horror movies. Although granted, I haven't seen that many. One other thing that I've noticed is that you never actually see the bad guy's face. Jason, Michael Myers, Jigsaw, I think his name is. You can't see their face, it's hidden behind a mask. And the small population of movie bad guys that you can actually see their face, like Freddy Krueger for example, you don't really know what they used to look like. You know, he's got that burnt thing going for him, and there's no recollection of what he used to look like. So again, it's playing on the same thing that you don't know what he looked like when he was real. You only know this scarier version. But this is again playing on human fears and emotions. If you're getting attacked and you might actually get killed, the last thing you see is some hooded guy. You don't know who killed you. That would torture you for the rest of your small amount of life that you have left. And if you manage to get away, then you can't tell the police, you can't tell anybody what they look like or where they're from because you don't know who they are. And that always leaves open the solution that they can actually come back and get you. You never know. And these people never really seem to die. Stab you. One other thing I just suddenly noticed is that all the bad guys are guys. The strongest sex empowered with madness and supernatural powers. That's a truly terrifying thought. But I still know a significant weakness. I think girls are more likely to use this than others. Fun fact time! Did you know that Sir Anthony Hopkins holds a Guinness World Record for the shortest amount of screen time for a lead role? It's true! Hannibal Lecter in Silence of the Lambs was only on screen for a grand total of 18 minutes and 47 seconds. The rest was Jodie Foster looking for Buffalo Bill, I think it was. I don't know, I haven't seen the movie in a while. One of his most famous parts, and he spent less than 20 minutes on the screen itself during the entire movie. Now that's talent. Well, this has been the Spotlight on horror movies. Until next time, I say dead people.